Every year, millions of lovers march towards the shrine of Imam Al-Hussain alayhi salam, and for the second year, I am Martyrs Al-Hussaini will be following the steps of 27 British youth who have travelled all the way from London to Iraq to show their allegiance to their master Imam Al-Hussain alayhi salam.
My name is Haidar Al-Jizani, and I'm 22 of age. We're currently working at Arbaeen. Inshallah, I have been granted the invitation by our Mawla Abdillah AlHussain to visit the lands of Karbala, inshallah, in Arbaeen. And alhamdulillah, shukr, Allah has blessed me to go with the same group that I went last year. And alhamdulillah, shukr, inshallah, we have a lot planned in terms of having our mawkib set up, inshallah, and set off for a walk through Najaf all the way to Karbala, inshallah.
We have now arrived in Najaf after a long, tiring journey full of ups and downs. Let's not mention the downs, but the ups, let's say. And inshallah, we're going to head to the hotel now where we can rest up a bit and then head straight to the Amir, inshallah.
It is Wednesday night. We've entered the shrine of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. The brothers are already in there. Inshallah, we will start doing dua and ziyarah, and we will not, inshallah, forget you in our prayers.
والداعية إلى شريعته والماضية على سنته. اللهم إني أشهد أنه بلغ عن
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sayyid Ali Rabawi. I am an Islamic reciter. I also currently work at HOTBIRD TV and have been doing so for the past 3 odd years. Inshallah, I'm going to be off to my 3rd Arbaeen ziyarah, but this time is something different because I shall be doing the full walk from the holy city of Najaf to the holy city of Karbala, inshallah. They say it's a distance of about 60 to 80 kilometers. It might take me 2 days, it might take me 3 days, I'm not sure. It depends on the group and it depends on myself, to be honest. I hope Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give me the strength to do the walk and to follow the footsteps of Sayyida Zainab alayhi salam. And inshallah, I'll be walking with the group from London. Some of them are my friends, some of them I've known them for many years. And I know together we can achieve this walk. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Ahl Bayt to accept our ziyarah, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. It's currently 12:38 on Wednesday, or Thursday shall I say, 19th of December. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah, we just completed the ziyarah of Imam Ali alayhi salam inside the holy shrine. The shabab, the youth, they were able to reach the darih of Imam Ali alayhi salam. We prayed, we done dua, we read ziyarah, we prayed for all mu'mineen and mu'minat. And now we've left the holy shrine, we are outside. The shabab are getting their belongings and we're heading towards the hotel. And we'll rest a little bit, and inshallah, in the early hours of tomorrow morning, or shall I say this morning, we will start heading towards Karbala of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So please stay.
But this year, while we march towards Karbala, we will be carrying 3 main flags. Each flag measures 4 meters by 3 meters, and each pole measures 6 meters high. At-war tribes would carry flags to represent their tribe. Also, Imam Hussein alayhi salam and his family carried flags from Medina to Karbala, and now, after thousands of years, pilgrims carry all sorts of flags to show the world that the name of Imam Hussein and Abbas is still alive. لحمن صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
يعني ان شاء الله نحاول 3 ايام.
اي 3 ايام احنا موقفنا ب 480. مر علينا 480 اذا تعبتوا.
ان شاء الله
480
حتما ان شاء الله نصل.
اكيد يعني منا اذا جرة واحده 480 للظهر تتغدون هناك.
ان شاء الله.
تشرفوا.
رحم الله والديك.
الله يخليك. الصحه والعافيه. الله يخليك. 480
ان شاء الله.
الله يخليك.
ان شاء الله.
مولاي هلا ابن الزهره سلموا مع الوالد. هلا مولاي.
Assalamu alaikum. It is approximately 7:05 Thursday morning. After spending the night in one of the Najafi brothers in Najaf, we are heading towards the shrine of Imam Ali alayhi salam one more time to bid our farewells, and inshallah we will start heading towards Karbala al-Muqaddasa.
We have just started our walk from Najaf al-Ashraf, from the shrine of Ali ibn Abi Talib, Amir al-Mu'mineen, and we are en route inshallah to Karbala al-Muqaddasa. And we started off with about 15 people, and now we are amongst about 30 people who arrived today from London. And alhamdulillah, shukr, all the support from the elder Abdillah AlHussain in Najaf. They had us, gave us great hospitality, and I wish them all the best and health and wealth in this life and the after. Assalamu alaikum.
So why walk for many kilometers and days? Well, this tradition began 1,300 years ago, where a man named Jabir ibn Abdillah al-Ansari walked to the land of Martyrs. Jabir was the first pilgrim of the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and was also one of the greatest companions of the Prophet. Jabir started to walk towards Karbala from Medina with his servant Atiyah as soon as he heard about the martyrdom of the grandson of the Prophet Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Despite Jabir being old and blind, he also walked to Karbala whilst being barefoot with Atiyah. When Jabir reached the land of Karbala, he asked his servant to show him where the grave of his master was. When he finally reached the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he fell to the ground crying. Till now, his message lives in the heart of every pilgrim who walks to Karbala. Shortly afterwards, the women of Imam Hussein's camp, led by Imam Hussein's sister Sayyidah Zainab, who were dragged by Yazid's army to Damascus, returned to visit the grave of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Today's pilgrims walk long distance to join these historical figures in their visitations and mournings. As the hadith says, every 2 steps taken towards the grave of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam is like 1,000 Hajj and 1,000 Umrah.
We have been walking from the shrine of Imam Ali, and so far we've reached pole number 1. So we've done about just under 2 hours of walking, so we'll catch you up later inshallah.
My name is Zainab. I'm a British citizen from London, and I'm currently studying A-levels, A2 in London. I'm studying business, IT, and physics. And this is going to be my second year of going to Iraq during the time of Arbaeen. And luckily, Arbaeen has fallen into the Christmas holiday period, so I am able to go this year, alhamdulillah. And I'm really looking forward to going this year because last year was very spiritual and emotional, and we went. And this year I'm going with the same group, so I hopefully this is going to be a better experience than last year. But although last year was beautiful for me, I'm hoping this year will be even more spiritual.
How's it all going?
Yeah, it's going easy for now because we just started a couple hours ago, so it's naive of me if I say it's easy, it's going to be easy the whole way, so I'm going to tell you it's going to be hard in a few hours.
Are you ready, boys? Are you ready for
We have just stopped at Hall 200 for Salat and lunch. Most of the boys are in agony, a lot of pain, but that does not stop us, inshallah. We'll carry on and do our best to get to pole, was it 695, where we have our mokib waiting for us, and that's where we'll spend the night, inshallah, there. Alhamdulillah wa shukr, and may Allah give us the strength to carry on.
My profession is I'm a full-time television producer in the production department at HOTBIRD TV. I've been working here, alhamdulillah, for 4 years now. From this job, alhamdulillah, I've seen a lot of blessings and learned a lot of things in both regards to work in terms of production and television production, and also in regards to the Ahlul Bayt. So in my spare time, alhamdulillah, I've been blessed with the opportunity to write poetry about the Ahlul Bayt, and alhamdulillah, I've written 4 books of poetry about the Ahlul Bayt. So the Ahlul Bayt are already a big part of my life. I've done the Arbaeen walk, I think it's 4 times now, alhamdulillah, 4 years in a row, and I'm looking forward to my 5th time. I believe it's my 5th time. The walk from Najd to Karbala, definitely looking forward to this time because usually it's a walk that I either undertake by myself or with a select few friends, but this year, alhamdulillah, I've been honored to take part in the walk with the majority of youth from London, who I know very well and I'm good friends with. So that will be an experience in itself. The walk itself is something very inspiring to me because I find that obviously there's a lot of hadith and narrations about the beauty of this walk and the thawab and stuff that you get, but I'll give a different kind of perspective on it. In that it's definitely a metaphor for life. What I mean by that is that in this walk you see the old, the poor, the poor, the rich, all different types of people walking to Imam Hussein who represents salvation. And in this walk you find that you go through difficulties, you also go through happiness, you also figure out how to overcome these difficulties, you experience things that you don't forget, and that small period of a few days when you're walking from Najd to Karbala, it's almost like you're living life in that few days. It's a metaphor for your life as a whole. That's why it's very inspiring and you always learn something new from it. So I'm definitely looking forward to the walk this year, inshallah. Hopefully we will get there together as a team and receive the salvation of Allah.
This is unity, right here. This is unity. Everyone's talking about unity, but yet again they can't stop talking about each other's community. Okay? This is what Imam Hussein's left us. It's the love. It's the love that brings everyone together. Everyone's giving out water. Everyone's giving out something. Everyone's taking part in something to do
serve the service of Abdillah AlHussain. This is unity. You want revolution, this is the right revolution to take over. The revolution of Abdillah AlHussain.
This year we started our walk from the shrine of Imam Ali alayhi salam in Najaf. Najaf is the closest city to Karbala with a distance of 80 kilometers, and this is where most pilgrims start their walk from. Between Karbala and Najaf there are 1,452 poles. The first pole starts from the border of Najaf, and pole number 1,453 is at the door of the shrine of Abd al-Abbas. This distance usually takes pilgrims about 2 to 3 days. There are also some pilgrims who start their walk from other cities around Iraq, which can take many days or even weeks. Some pilgrims start from the city of Basra, which can take them around 12 to 14 days to reach the holy land of Karbala.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ali Al-Khafaji. I'm the General Manager of WTM Travel in London. And we are planning, inshallah, to go to Ziyarat Arbaeen Imam Hussein alayhi salam. This is my second year, and inshallah I will be going every year. I'm right now booking for some of the brothers and sisters and the families, and this year is going to be one of the biggest Arbaeen. As I can see, a lot of people have been booking, and at the same time they are planning to get the family with them, not just the parents or the father, or just the whole family is going, because this year is going to this year is going to be in a holiday. So it's perfect for those who study, who are at school. They have the holidays, so they can travel as well to Arbaeen. I'm looking forward this year for the Arbaeen trip and the ziyarah, inshallah, because the hospitality in Iraq is amazing, and you can't miss it. People, even the poor people, they don't have it. They will borrow from the neighbors and they will give it to you. They're fighting for the zawar to get them the house and to take care of them. You can, whatever you can think of it, there is in ziyarah. While you're walking, while you're resting, there is, from the drinks, from the food, from the massage, from the hospital. I mean, there's everything. There's middle of nowhere on the way. There's everything where you can think of. People coming even from abroad to do the hay'a, to do the what do you call it? There's like a big matam. They put the tents. They get everything sorted out at least 1 or 2 months before. They invest so much money. They donate so much money to get all the zawars and to serve them with the best way.
It's been a very difficult journey so far. We've just reached pole 26970 out of roughly 1,600 poles to Karbala. Of course, it's the first 6-7 hours of us starting from Najaf. We still have approximately 300 more poles to go through until we stop for the day, where we try to get some rest and massage our feet so we can continue our way towards Karbala. Of course, you can see thousands, hundreds of thousands of people accompanying us through our journey towards Karbala. There are lots of mawakib, there are lots of Husseiniyat, masajid who have dedicated their services towards the mashaya, those who are walking towards Karbala for the sake of Imam Hussein, providing them with shelter, warm space, clean bathrooms, food, drink, whatever the pilgrim wants. Of course, we are always thinking about how the household of Imam Hussein, the women, the children who are in the camp of Imam Hussein, in what conditions they were walking towards Karbala. They were beaten, they were slapped, they were dragged, their hands, their necks, they were tied to each other with ropes. Every time their tears came down, they were hit. Of course, now seeing these thousands or hundreds of thousands of people walking towards Karbala, of course, our tears come down, and no one hits you, but they give you a tissue, they give you a tap on your shoulder and say, continue, may Allah, may Imam Hussein reward you for this. But the little girls and boys who were in the camp of Imam Hussein, they were hit, they were slapped, and they were whipped. by the enemies who had killed Imam Hussein, their father, in Karbala, and again came back to oppress them and take them as orphans and as captives to Sham and to the courtyard of Yazid. Stay with us, and inshallah the next time you'll hear from us is when we are either have reached our base for tonight or some point in the journey. Thank you.
وساعدهم. How's the chai? We haven't even tried it.
Abdillah,
The time now is 10 past 4, Iraq time, and we are now approaching pole number 400. So there is over 1,000 poles. There's over 1,000 poles to go through right now, and there's not much of the group right now. Everyone's split up. The people who are left behind are the ones who are now tired or are feeling the pain. And the people who are ahead of us who are training, and they know they've trained for this, so they're much ahead of us. And inshallah we're all meeting up at pole 546, and we shall be sleeping there for the night, inshallah.
هو ده فوق هو حيطان Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. It's the end of the first night of our exit from Karbala to Najaf. We are currently in the area of Haidariyah. We have been taken care of by the Hayat al-Imam al-Sadiq. They have brought us to the Husainiyah, as I said, in Haidariyah. We are currently at pole 564. The brothers, as you will see later on, are very, very tired because they have covered, most of them covered 564 poles, and some of them couldn't continue that route, so they took cars, taxis to bring them to pole 564. But alhamdulillah, everyone is well and everyone's resting now. They need to get a good night's rest, so they wake up tomorrow morning, freshen up, have their breakfast, and continue their journey towards Karbala, walking alongside Lady Zainab and the companions and the women and the children of Imam Hussein towards Karbala on the day of Arbaeen. So stay with us, where we'll share with you our experience during our walk to Karbala.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today is the second day. It's 6 in the morning. I just woke up.
This is the second checkpoint, and hopefully the last, the big checkpoints. We're just arriving to Karbala. It's 10 p.m. right now. I can barely walk. We just left Atabat al-Abbasiyah. صديقي متفهمة كل الناس، أزحف وأكمل طريقي وصل للعباس، أزحف
طريقي وصل للعباس.